It's another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily, episode 995, and I'm Dr. Neil Malik. Hey there, happy Friday, and welcome to another Q&A edition of Optimal Health Daily, where I answer your health questions related to fitness, diet and nutrition, and lots more. You send in the questions, and I answer them for you. Now, if you want to send in an audio question, the short link is oldpodcast.com/ask, or you can call and leave a message at 61 I love OHD. I love listening to and answering your questions, so thank you in advance for sending those in. And if you're wondering why bother sending me a question, if you're wondering if that doctor in front of my name is real, it's not just a nickname. I do have my doctorate degree in public health with an emphasis in chronic disease prevention and nutrition. I also have my Master of Public Health degree with an emphasis in health education and health promotion. I'm also a registered dietitian nutritionist, a certified health education specialist, and a certified exercise physiologist through the American College of Sports Medicine. But enough about me, let's get right to today's question as we optimize your life.
Hi, this is Sandy from Payson, Arizona. I'm wondering what the doctor feels about Reiki healing of physical and emotional sicknesses. I'm just wondering what his take is on that, if he thinks the hands-on type healing is truly beneficial. Thank you. Bye.
Hi, Sandy from Arizona. Thank you so much for your question. Now, in case you're wondering why I'm addressing this topic, given that some are still under quarantine, well, in the US, and depending on the state, some health services are reopening. In fact, a close friend of mine is a massage therapist, and her office is beginning to see clients again. The great thing about Reiki, though, is that it can actually be practiced without physical touch. I'll explain. But remember, some forms of Reiki, as I'll soon describe, would still violate social distancing policies, so be careful out there. All right, so Reiki is often associated with Eastern traditions and has been used for over 2,000 years to treat various conditions. The person who's practicing Reiki usually has the client lie down in front of them and using a very soft touch or no touch at all. Instead, the hands are held just above the body. The practitioner uses vibrational energy to help relieve the patient's symptoms or heal them completely. Now, Reiki has been studied as a treatment for anxiety, depression, and pain relief. Now, when it comes to studying Reiki scientifically, it gets tricky because how do you know it's really the Reiki that's helping or whether it's just a placebo effect? Meaning, what if people believe that receiving Reiki will help them feel better? That belief alone can automatically help their pain go away. That's an example of the placebo effect. Luckily, I found some published studies that looked at this. I found a meta-analysis that looked at Reiki for pain relief specifically. Remember, a meta-analysis is when researchers take a bunch of already published studies and then perform their own separate analysis on them. This kind of research, when it's conducted properly, is actually considered the gold standard. So I like reporting on the findings of meta-analyses. Now, this one found that Reiki was in fact effective at reducing pain and even anxiety. Another meta-analysis found that Reiki was better than a placebo at reducing pain and anxiety. Direct touch massage has also been studied and found to be very helpful for relieving pain specifically. Now, I do need to mention that many of these studies were performed on individuals that had been diagnosed with cancer or were near the end of their lives. So that makes it a little bit more challenging to know whether a younger person or an otherwise healthier person might receive the same benefits from Reiki or direct massage. So here's the deal then. The effectiveness of Reiki and massage have only been studied in specific groups of people like I just mentioned. This makes it, again, hard to know whether it would be beneficial for everyone. But in this case, if it's not causing someone harm and it can only help, I am willing to be more lenient here. In other episodes, I've been much more of a stickler about having well-designed studies to back up my recommendations. So what gives? Well, here, because there is a very low risk for physical harm, I can be more lenient. But if you listen to an episode where I talk about, say, working out on an empty stomach, I talk about how we don't have quality research to support this behavior. This is because the consequences of working out on an empty stomach can be pretty severe. Someone could develop low blood sugar and pass out during their workout. That's pretty serious. So with therapies like Reiki, it's highly unlikely to cause any harm, so I can be a little bit more flexible. But here is my most important disclaimer during these times of social distancing and quarantine. Be careful and protect yourself before receiving Reiki or massage therapy. If you live in a state or in a country where everything's open again, it still may mean you need to be cautious when receiving these types of therapies. You may still need to practice social distancing. You may want to consider wearing a mask, for example. So do be careful out there and decide when it's the best time for you to receive these types of therapies. Maybe it's best to wait until COVID-19 has stopped rearing its ugly head. Thank you so much for the question, Sandy. Now, do you find yourself lacking the motivation to carry on with your daily responsibilities? That you're the biggest obstacle standing between you and your goals? While it's widely recommended to enjoy the journey of achieving your goals and not solely focus on the destination, sometimes we need a professional to speak with without feeling uncomfortable. And when that happens, BetterHelp is here for you. BetterHelp can assess your needs and match you with personal, licensed, professional therapists, providing a safe and private online environment for you at your convenience. In fact, you can start communicating with your therapist in just under 24 hours, and anything you share with your therapist will be confidential. BetterHelp is not self-help or a crisis line. It is professional counseling. I want you to start living a happier life today. As a listener, you'll get 10% off your first month by visiting betterhelp.com/OHD. Join over 800,000 people taking charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/OHD. And again, thank you so much, Sandy, for sending in your question. You'll be entered into a small raffle every month to win a book from us. And if you have a question related to diet, fitness, stress management, or anything along those lines, send it in. Just come by oldpodcast.com/ask. Right on that page, you can record straight from your computer's microphone. It's really easy, and you can even play back your message and do retakes before sending it in. Or you can do it the old-fashioned way and call in. The number is 61 I love OHD. Both methods are in this episode's description, which you can find at oldpodcast.com. All right, that's another week of Optimal Health Daily. Thank you for listening every day. Thank you for listening all the way through. Stay well and safe. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you back here on Monday where your optimal life awaits.